God's peace be with you. It is the Wavy One here, and I want to talk a little bit about consciousness and healing, health, all that good stuff. So let me get in the light here. Let me turn this chair a little bit. Now it's crazy. Man. Healing is actually so easy. It's so very simple. The fact that a lot of people still haven't caught on is interesting, to say the least. But it's all about the consciousness, right? Where your level of perception and overstanding, understanding, all of these things come into play when it comes to health. Because if you just look in a lot of places, like around here where I'm at right now, there's trash everywhere on the ground. And it's something that if you notice that people with a higher consciousness level, people who have a better grip and the knowledge that everything's connected and that, you know, what health is, right? You're not just going to drop trash on the fucking ground. You're not going to do it. And when you look, what do you see all the time? You see blunt wrappers, you see bags of chips, bags of snacks, you know, stuff that's full of preservatives and emulsifiers and all kinds of chemicals that mess with your body, mess with your mind. Now, you will never see like a bag of organic chips on the ground, or people drop fruit on the ground all the time. I do that, but it decomposes. So, you know, but you're not going to see like a bag that had some organic grapes or organic apples or something like that in it. You're just not going to see it, because people who are on the plant-based diet, people who are eating a higher vibrational diet, typically have a good understanding that, first of all, why are you throwing your trash on the ground? Like, there's trash cans. Can you not hold it? Are you that lazy? You're that chemically altered mentally that you just don't care? And the way that we treat our environment is often how we treat our bodies. You throw the trash on the ground, you're probably going to be full of all kinds of trash and toxins and chemicals. You're probably going to be leaning more towards the acidic side of the spectrum rather than the alkaline side. And there's so many ways that you can alkalize the body. Fasting is one of them. Going on a plant-based diet, like I said, not a vegan diet, not to get on the vegans, but a lot of you vegans are very unhealthy. Oreos are vegan. Wow. You're eating Oreos? Okay. I mean, they have alternatives to Oreos. All an Oreo is a cream sandwich, really. But Oreo, they were just popping for some reason. I guess they put a little extra sugar in their sandwiches. I don't know. But yeah, Oreo is just a cream sandwich. You can get cream sandwiches literally anywhere, any brand. But Oreos are vegan. Like, that shows you the freaking low consciousness level of everything, because you're supposed, well, that's the thing though, because vegans do it for the animals. So when I think of veganism, it's not really a diet that's focused on health. Like, yes, it is healthier, but most vegans aren't really focused on health. They're focused on doing it for the animals. That's why I am not a vegan. I am plant-based, because I don't do it for the animals. Okay, I'm not eating a healthier, more alkaline, fiber-rich, mineral-rich, nutrient-rich, I eat a ton of fruits and vegetables, which is full of the structured water, which is going to better hydrate my body, better clean me out. I don't eat that type of diet because I want the animals to be safe. Of course, I do want animals to be safe. We're all connected. If the animals are getting fucked, most likely I'm going to get fucked, right? You've got factory farming where they have a ton of animals in a big box, in a cage, right? The same way that we're in cities, these giant population centers, and people want to talk about, they have the audacity to talk about overpopulation. Dude, the planet is not populated. If you take 2 seconds, obviously I'm being a little facetious here, but if you take a trip, like go on a road trip and look at all the land that's not being used. It's not being used for animals. It's not being used for farming. No one lives here. It's literally everywhere. Everywhere that I've gone across this country, and I haven't been to too many places, right? But everywhere that I've gone, Texas, Florida, Louisiana, different states, there's a ton of land that's not being used for anything. But they've got us in these population centers packaged together, right? In these small little spaces, and people are like, overpopulation, overpopulation. We're running out of resources. Literally every drop of water that has ever been on this planet is still here. It's all still here. It is a cycle. It just keeps getting recycled. Okay? Yeah, a lot of it's full of a ton of chemicals, radiation, waste from factories, pharmaceutical drugs, estrogen, with the glyphosate and Roundup, stuff like that. But all the water's still here. There's a ton of resources. Trees grow. Like, trees don't stop growing. There's trees. There's trees everywhere. There's so many resources available to us. You might not have access to them because you refuse to go out into the world and get your own stuff. I was going to say shit, but you refuse to get your own shit. You refuse to take care of yourself. You refuse to be self-reliant, and therefore you're relying on these other people who are trying to get $1 off of you, and and they're telling you, you're believing someone else's experience and someone else's, usually it's all lies, right? Because there's an infinite amount of resources, enough for everyone. Oh, there's 8 billion people. It's going to be 9 billion soon. There's plenty of stuff on this planet that we can all use and have access to. There's plenty of freaking fruit and vegetables that naturally grow out in the open, like in this yard. There's herbs right there, right there, right here. Herbs, right? And that's just what's in this little area that I'm in right now. There's a ton of herbs, vegetables, fruits that naturally grow everywhere. You just refuse to go out and get them for yourself. So therefore, you're relying on someone else. What is it? He who shapes your paradigm is your God. So if you're allowing these people to tell you what it is instead of actually going out and figuring out what it is, they are your God. You're allowing them to be so high above you. And it translates with the diet as well, and these different healing modalities. Because if you're allowing someone to tell you that, oh, distilled water is bad, it leaches minerals from the body. No, they're not telling you, as Andrew Norton Webber likes to say, that's a half-truth, okay? Because no one who says that, like Dr. Mercola, I'm going to make a video about him, because he's one of the guys who seems like they're good, but really, when it comes to things like distilled water or urine therapy, no, that's terrible. Don't do that. He's one of those 80-20 guys. You have some people who tell you 80% truth, 20% lies, and some people who tell you 20% truth and 80% lies. So he's definitely one of the 80-20 guys. So I'm gonna make a video about him. Eventually, it'll come when it comes. But yeah, they tell you distilled water is bad for you, but they don't tell you that there are two types of minerals, organic and inorganic, and your body can only use and only assimilate organic minerals, which comes from fruits and vegetables. You're not going to get them from animals. Well, you do get them from animals, but it's... Why go through a middleman? That's exactly what we're doing, like I said, with our resources, with our energy, with the water. We're going through somebody else to get these resources. When you get a house or you get an apartment, you have to call somebody and pay somebody with your energy, your money, your time that you use to get that money. Okay, you spent your energy in order to go to somebody else and say, hey, can you turn the water on in my house? Can you turn the lights on? Can you turn the gas on, the stove so I can cook food? Instead of going out and getting it yourself. Finding sources of water, spring water, filtering it yourself, distilling it yourself, going out and getting wood or using one of the free energy sources. There's a ton of them. There's so many of them out there. Okay, Tesla told y'all you could get energy for free, and so many other people, but we still refuse to hold that power in our hands. And that's why most of us are slaves, modern day slaves. Okay, because we refuse to be the sovereigns that we're meant to be. We refuse to be free. It's a conscious decision. That's what I'm saying. The consciousness. People don't, you choose to do all these things. Oh, well, it's easier and it just, life's hard and this and that. Awesome. I get that. I completely comprehend that ideal. But you can't complain when things don't go your way because you didn't have the power in your hands. You didn't make it happen. You were relying on someone else. That's why I like to do everything myself, because I don't like to wait on people. I don't like to rely on other people. It's like when I want to do something, I want to get it done. Like by the time I've already formulated the thought in my mind that I want something to happen, I'm ready to go. I don't want to have to wait on someone else and rely on someone else to get what I need when I can supply it all myself. Nature supplies everything that we need. All I got to do is go outside and get it. Okay? And then they tell you that urine therapy. I haven't talked about urine therapy yet on this channel, but I've been doing a lot of research lately, so I'm about to come back with it. So, yes, urine therapy. Shivambu. People have been practicing it for tens, hundreds of thousands of years. Okay? It's talked about in the Bible and other religious texts. People have been talking about it for the longest time. The Philosopher's Stone, urine therapy. Like I said, I'm not going to get into it too much now, but I'm definitely going to dive deep on that one. I've been practicing urine therapy, though, recently, so I've been getting back into it. I went off of it for quite a while, but now I'm back into it, and definitely there's something there. There's a lot there, really, but like fasting. People don't believe in fasting. Oh, yeah, I can never go without food. Okay, you tell yourself that. Your body, our bodies, are self-sustaining machines. We actually don't need food. We actually don't need water. That's why the whole breatharian thing. There are earlier iterations of humans who didn't even have mouths. Okay, and I did that. I learned about that years ago. There were earlier iterations of humans who didn't even have mouths. So how did they eat? How did they eat? It's just like common sense. Stuff that people don't know, though. So it's common sense to someone like me who does the research, who goes out there, and I'm looking for this type of information. But for everyone else who's just moving along like zombies, because they're drugged up by the food that we're being fed, by people who don't care about us, all they look at us as is a source of energy. We are living in the matrix. So once you raise your consciousness level, and there's different ways to do that. One is with the diet, one is with research, because knowledge is power, or rather the utilization of knowledge. Because you could know, everyone knows that eating fruits and vegetables is healthy. People still don't do it. People know that you need to stay hydrated, but instead of drinking, good quality water or getting it from the fruits and vegetables, the plants, which naturally have it structured and full of nutrients, and it's alkaline, naturally alkaline, they're selling you alkaline water when you could just go and eat some grapes or an orange or something like that, or get the coconut water, right? I'm gonna do this. There's a little bit of snow on the ground. I wanted to make videos sooner with more of the snow on the ground. I didn't do that, but yeah, coconut water right here. Doing that is gonna do that. So let me see. And then I'm just living my life right now. Hold on. That's not doing it. Hold on. But anyway, there's so many things that people are relying on other people to do for them that they don't have to. And if we all just did these things ourselves, it's kind of brave. If we all just did these things ourselves and took care of ourselves, we wouldn't have to worry about it. There would be so, like, first of all, we'd be a lot healthier. People would be less stressed out. Everything would be so much better. So, like I said, we've got different things like distilled water, which people are lying to us about. You know, the urine therapy, because it is distilled water, it gets distilled by your kidneys. That's where the ideal of the distiller comes from. All the greatest inventions come from the human body, right? Like computer chips, from our brains. Like the engine in a car, I think that comes from like our heart or like the gallbladder or something like that, right? I don't have a list of things here in front of me to be able to exactly tell you, but you can look this stuff up if you want to. It's like, where's your consciousness level? Do you actually care to be better, or do you just want to be in the same place that you're at, where other people control what you have access to and what you see and what you know? And then you're complaining about how, you know, life shouldn't be like this. You know, all the liberals, and I'm not political at all, so, you know, whatever. But, you know, you got like the liberals and stuff like, oh, you know, tax the rich and all this stuff. And, you know, we should be more like these socialist, communist countries, which Democrats are socialists. They are communists. So, you know, I mean, we're pretty much there. Right? But, all these different things that they say, you've heard it before, we've all heard it. And it's like, they don't know that, dude, this is a free country. We're not supposed to be getting taken care of like we're fucking children by these politicians. That's not their job. The Constitution lists what the job, what the purpose of government is, and it's not to fucking take care of us. Social Security, you know, socialism, right? Social studies, socialism, right? They're like, we're not supposed to be getting taken care of like the government. We're not fucking children. You and I have the ability to go out into the world and to do what these other people have done, right? And really, they, you know, most of them didn't even really do it. They paid other people to do it. Maybe they came up with some of these ideals. Maybe they stole a lot of these ideals, which more often than not, that is the case. But yeah, we have the ability to take care of ourselves. People don't want to. And then they want to complain when things don't go their way. Oh, tax the rich. Well, hey, if you were smart enough to start a business, okay, because we're all businesses anyway, whether you know that or not, okay, there's public and private. They don't mix. So you are using your social security number to move throughout the matrix, to move around the monopoly board, okay? Because this is a game. It's all a game. Life is a game. Now, understandably, when you play any game, you're playing it seriously. Shout out to Eliatam Elamine, breatharian. That's another thing people will try to denounce. Oh, there's no way that you can live without eating or drinking. Well, oxygen is one of the best sources of energy, but people don't know how to breathe. They don't know how to breathe into the stomach. Look at babies. When babies are born, they breathe into their bellies, which helps to massage your colon and the organs and fully oxygenate the body. And all the minerals that we need, all the nutrients that we need are available in the air. So once you learn how to live off of that energy, and you do different things like breath work, meditation, qigong, Tai Chi, all of these different practices that help to cultivate energy, semen retention, then you'll realize that you don't need as much food. And of course, people who are on a plant-based diet, they know this. People who fast on a regular basis, they know this. This is stuff that's known. But a lot of people, they just won't do it. They won't put these practices into use. Yoga's also good for cultivating energy. And everyone who puts this stuff into use, they know this. It's common sense for us. For everyone else, stuck in the matrix, right? We took the red pill, and you're still in the pod being harvested for your energy. But that's why people like myself are coming out here and telling everyone, because our consciousness level is so high, we get this information and we give it freely to the people. I mean, it's already here. It's always been here. They've always tried to shut us down. That's why YouTube takes people's channels down for telling the truth. It's not like, oh, you're saying something that's harmful. Okay, Susan. Okay, you know. But a lot of these people don't know, actually. A lot of these elites, they don't know. Okay? They don't really know. Yeah, they might be a part of certain societies, but not everyone, you know, everyone's on different levels, even in the different levels, right? You got us down here, you know, the peons, the regular common folk, and then you got the elites and stuff up there. But even within our leveling system, they have their levels as well. So this video is going on for quite a while, but let's keep it moving, right? There's all these different things that we can do to literally heal ourselves. We don't need their drugs. We don't need the stuff that they want to give us that does more harm than good. We don't need it. People just think that they need it. But be ye renewed by the transforming of your mind. Like I said, I'm not religious, but the Bible and different religious texts have so much knowledge in them, and if you look at it in the right way, then you can go ahead and use this information to heal yourself. It says the herbs are for the healing of the nation. Okay, you've got the seed-bearing fruits and stuff like that. Like, there's plenty of food out here. There's plenty of food out here, and I'm not even saying you can't have meat. Just raise it yourself. That way you can make sure that your animals are walking around, getting plenty of oxygen, getting plenty of exercise, plenty of sunlight. That you can make sure that your food is not being pumped full of chemicals. You can make sure that your animals get butchered in a humane way that's not going to cause them stress right before they die, which is going to pump all kinds of cortisol and different, hormones and things like that into the body, which is going to make the meat taste like shit. There's levels, baby. There's levels to this. But anyway, I think I have gone on for long enough now. But there's so many things, and I know I'm kind of boom, 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 jumping around a little bit. But at the end of the day, it's all connected. That's what I was saying in the very beginning with the consciousness. Once you realize that everything's connected, then you won't throw your trash on the ground, because you realize how that's going to affect your environment. The way that affects your environment is going to affect you as well. When you look around, I'm the type of person, I don't want to see trash on the ground. I'm the type of person who picks it up. Honestly, where I'm at right now, there's like a ton of trash. I'm not picking all that up. I'm just, hey, I do my little part here and there, but like, holy shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather come out of her, right? Separate myself from these type of people. But, I got these videos to educate people, and I can survive in any room. I can mingle with, elite aristocrats, and I can mingle with people in the hood. Okay? That's just what I can do. I've always done it, right? I get along with everybody. I've never had a problem with others. Anyway. Some people are annoying, we can say that. But hey, man, it's all good. I want everyone to live and thrive and succeed. So hydrate, preferably with some plant water, naturally distilled, and it's got the minerals in there, and it's naturally alkalizing. So anyway, subscribe to the channel. I got more videos coming, and I will see y'all later. Peace be with you.